That's what I'm doing. I'm talking about.
Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedsky.com.
Hey guys, how is everybody? Okay, so I just put Instagram with a really weird. If you guys are not on my Instagram, I'm trying to grow my Instagram, and so that you understand that there's a couple of a couple of social medias out there that are causing people to copy you and pose as you because they won't protect us. And so what I'm doing is trying really hard to go around it because I am verified on Instagram. So if you haven't joined my Instagram, please do. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, hi Terry, thank you. I've been doing daily readings. You guys see that I started doing daily readings. I decided that so I asked you guys, and I put out this thing asking what you guys everybody thought. And so I got about half who wanted daily and half who wanted a monthly. So and weekly or monthly. So what I'm going to do. So hi Tracy. So hi Tina. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about is the fact that I still have my daily, but I have my finance and career and my love and relationship monthly on my YouTube. So if you haven't joined me yet there, please do so that you know. Okay.
Well,
so now,
but let's take care of business first
guys.
of all, and give a shout out to our good friends out at moisturizedchaos.com for that great skincare and beauty line. Check out moisturizedchaos.com, and don't forget about our good friend Sue over at diamondsnaturalstore.com for all of your fur babies healthy, and I repeat, healthy diet needs, toys, fun stuff. Check them out at diamondsnaturalstore.com. And as Tina kindly reminds us, for accurate predictions, go to Lana's website, Enchanted Sky, that's sky with an E.com, SKYE.com. And for fast, affordable answers, try coffee.com. You can trust Lana for reliable insights.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. So I'm going to go over a few predictions. I've been talking a little bit about these, and I'm hoping that everybody's kind of listening because I predicted. Now, remember, and I know I did. I predicted the Tasmanian tiger would be found, and they would say, yeah, they would finally admit it, that it's alive, that's not extinct. What came out in the news this week?
I don't know.
That is exactly what came out. That they admitted it exists. I said that, I believe, in 22. I know you're pulling out your paperwork.
Yeah, I've got a
list. He's got a list that he does.
Yeah.
And all of this is going to eventually appear on a book, or it's like pretty cheap. Like, you can see my predictions. I'm going to publish them because I've got them all over the place, and I know that, and I can't help it because when I'm live, sometimes I'll be like, something will come to me and I'll say it. And I know you guys I did a live where I said about the submarine, and I also did a thing where we found in 2. Well, it was found in 2 days at 2 p.m. on the 22nd. See what I'm saying? But I'm seeing them live. So what I got to do is put them all together. And so I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So am I perfect? No, I've missed a couple, but I would say, it's funny because I know you noticed this. I will get just mundane things. I don't always get like the big ones, and I just don't predict them. I know I predicted fires in California, and I did that right. I didn't predict this fire in Hawaii.
Mm.
I did say I predicted big waves in Hawaii. Remember when we had those big waves? I predicted that. It's funny. You know what though? I want to be honest with you though. I haven't been doing that as much where I'm meditating, where I'm going in and what am I getting? What am I getting? So maybe I should be doing that more. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be sharing this with you, and then I'm going over a couple of things that have I want to talk to you guys a little bit about. If you have not joined me on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, and you want to follow me, when I get to 100, I'm really close to 100. I'm going to have a closed session with just you guys. So join me. I think it's like $6 a month or something. It's pretty cheap. Okay. So if you want to do that, go ahead and join me, because then you can get to ask free questions. You get all kinds of free perks. So, and if you haven't done it, but if you want to ask free questions a month, you can go to coffee.com and ask that. I'm also taking 4 mentors. So I'm down to 5. 4 people have kind of healed up. They were doing past life regression with me, which is about 30 to 40% of my business now. So I've been doing a lot of hypnosis. So yeah, because it does work, right? Kent, it works.
It does work. It does. And Flo, thanks for jumping on, but hang on to your questions. We always do it at the top of the hour. So hang on for questions there, and we'll try to get to them at that point. And we lost Lana. So she's got some new internet, and she's been popping in and out. We'll get her back in here in just a second. But again, yep, there she is.
Sorry, I did
Yeah,
not.
it's all right.
I'm playing around with my chat a little bit so I can see chat, but it's
Ah,
you have to remember okay. So you guys know I'm on my iPad today, so iPad camera, and I'm not in my regular. Some reason my computer wouldn't charge. So anyway, because I can't see your questions, so I guess you'll have to read them to me, Kent, when we get ready to do them.
you got
Okay.
it. Earl, how are you, brother?
Okay. So anyway, I'm going over what we've got now. And I do want to say something. This morning got into a bit of a tiff with somebody. I had to kind of laugh. Please, I'm not saying I'm so wonderful. I'm not. I got a temper. I'm a person too, whatever. But please be careful of these people, these spiritual gurus out there who are offering things for extremely high amounts of money, guaranteeing things. As far as I was arguing with somebody today, and I'm just going to say it really fast. I'm not going to say who, about somebody saying that everybody's got mediumship ability and that I can teach this to you. And I don't agree. I think everybody's got talent. I think everybody's got ability. I think everybody's got some type of spiritual gift. It's kind of like, it's even like biblical. Like you don't have every single thing of it. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't have every single one of them. You may be a healer. You may be an emotional healer. You may have more than one. You may be a medium, but not every single human being is a medium.
Do I have one?
So of course you do.
Yeah.
You have the ability. You don't even know. First of all, you're very intuitive. Well, you do realize that you have the ability. You are a very calming presence, right? It's a type of emotional healing. Like everybody likes being around him, by the way.
Thank God for pod.
And if you can't see my podcast, 216 the net, or YouTube, Landis and Janet Scott, you can see, you'll see both of us on camera. I cannot get the Instagram is on Facebook. If you want to go into and you're watching me on Instagram, you can do that where you go there and you'll see me live with the camera and with my podcast producer. Anyway, but I just want you to know that not everybody's going to be a medium. And she got into, and she goes, well, she said, I have all these limiting beliefs. Okay. You guys do know that's code word for 1, you don't know what you're doing. 2, you're closed-minded. Yeah. 3, do you see what I'm saying? Okay. This is my point. How dare you? How dare you tell it because you don't agree with somebody and you know everything because you've got this huge old ego. There's so many egos involved in this line of work. I try really hard not to because I know I don't know stuff and I will immediately go to a friend. I try really hard not to have a really big ego. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm aware of it. I'm aware of what some of these people are doing.
Yeah.
They're being manipulative. And I will tell you, if you call me for a reading, I will say, well, if you want Reiki, I do teach it, but you don't have to go to me. And that's okay. If you want hypnosis, you don't have to go to me. If you can find somebody else close to you, that's okay too. I try really hard because I'm aware of it. And I think that a lot of people that say that they're spiritually enlightened are not. They're trying to make a quick buck. And I
Yeah,
want to
there's
be careful.
you have to be careful. There's a lot of scammers out there. I would
A
just
lot.
say, turn on your bullshit detector when dealing with people, right?
That's the gift of discernment, which is a spiritual gift.
And and I think a lot of us know, like, you know what, it doesn't feel right. This is probably a scam. And trust that. That's all.
Yes. So just to let you guys know. All right. So I got these predictions, and it has to do with Hawaii, because about the environment, about people are getting worried. And I've gotten a lot of people that saying, what's about the environment? Do you have any predictions? Well, I really didn't have that many. Hi, Linda. I really didn't have that many, but now I meditated and I got quite a few. Now I've been saying that from 24 to 26 is huge, and that it was going to be very changing. Now, I don't know if these predictions are going to happen then or after, but I know they're coming, and it's going to become commonplace, the knowledge that I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay. All right. I have somebody that just asked me, how did you first know I had my gifts? Well, you usually have to go through a trauma. I've told you guys many times, when a lot of you guys are on, this is right now the third wave of awakenings. I saw it about 18 or 19 when a lot of people were waking up. They were like, their spiritual gifts that they're just, they're coming along. Then I saw it about 21, and now it's 23, and I'm seeing a big wave of them again. And it goes like that since the age of Aquarius. So for me, I was 30. I went through, my mother died suddenly, like very, very suddenly. We had no idea, type of thing. And it kind of set me into a tailspin, but she sat at the edge of my bed and had a conversation with me. And that is what started it all. And so, and plus, I knew never go wrong going and getting trained in some type of Reiki, quantum healing, something. It opens up your third eye. For me, I had no idea I was even a medium. I didn't know that's what this was. I didn't understand. I had been to people that were doing that, but I didn't understand I had the ability to. And I'm not saying, like I said, one more time, not everybody, that's my talent. I also am an emotional healer. Those are my talents. Ask me, there's a couple of things that I just don't do. My thing that I am not really zoned in on is love and relationship. Because I think it's my belief system, but that's not my specialty. Mine's your highest good. What are you supposed to be doing with your life? Yeah. And then also work and career. That's what that's my talent. So I want you to understand. Okay. So some people might not have it. Okay. So anyway.
So I think the other thing is, for everybody out there, is just remain curious, right? Is if you feel it, stay curious on it. Keep asking questions. Keep digging.
Yeah.
You don't fall into Western train of thought, I guess, right?
Yes, I agree.
That would say you're crazy. Try to lean more into Eastern type of thought, where it's find that path, right?
The more people that I talk to, that I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, because religious is organized and spirituality is not.
Yeah.
So I want you just to pay attention, and say a prayer if you need to. Hi, Lisa. Say a prayer. Say, God, help me use my gifts for the highest good. You will become aware of them.
Yep.
Okay. So, and that's what you're supposed to be doing. So, okay. So now, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a few ecological predictions that I got. Now, I'm a Pisces moon, and if you guys know, if you're a sun, moon, or rising of Pisces, you're psychic. You've got ability. And I saw somebody today. I did a reading before I'd come on here. I've been really busy because I've been offering specials and stuff. But and he was both a Pisces, a Scorpio, and a Virgo. I said, "Oh my God, you're so psychic." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I said, no. You need to develop that. And he goes, "Well, I know something's been wrong for a long time. And I'm like, because you're supposed to be using them. You wouldn't have been given that chart, and you wouldn't have made you make your own chart. You wouldn't have made your chart if you didn't want to be able to do this.
Yep.
And he also, and I'm not going to say names because I can't, but because and I forget, by the way, when you call me for a reading, I'll forget what I tell you, but I will remember once you call me back and you start talking to me. Oh yeah. And remember your kids are doing this, and I don't know why it floods back. But when you hang the phone up, I don't remember. I guess I just let go because then it clears my head maybe. Hi, Malaysia. So anyway, I'm good at the Akashic records. That's something else that you allow me to do. Now, I do think anybody can read the Akashic records if you are allowing us to. That you can be trained to do, because it's not a talent, it's just knowledge. There's a difference between talent and knowledge. And so anyway, and he told me, ever since I was about 30, I've just been so anxious. And I said to him, I said, well, you died in a lake at 28. And she goes, oh my God, you know how many times I was sure I would never make it to 30? That right there is cell memory. Your cells remember dying at 28. So now you've lived an extra how many years, and you're kind of like, your soul knows, but your cells don't. So when you do a past life regression or you do hypnosis, I'm connecting them all. So I suggest, if anybody has not had past life regression done or hypnosis, all I'm doing is connecting them. That's all. It's not a big mind-blowing magic. It's I'm connecting you again. You've become disconnected because of our religion, our dogma of a modern religion.
And I'm not just a producer. We've done that, and it's helped tremendously.
Yes.
Huge.
So it does. I told people, I'm like, and so I want you, if you're interested in past life regression, you can do it with me. I do it on the phone, but you can do it in person too with people. Like I said, I am now in a office where I'm saying about 30 to 40% of my business is now past life regression or hypnosis in general. Okay. So I'm going to share these with you. So please share on my TikTok. If you have not, share it, like it, so that I get a few more followers on here. I'm kind of low in my numbers over there, but the rest of them are okay. So, okay. This is what I got. And I want you guys to understand this. Okay. Okay, I've got a couple questions that I'm going to offer, and Queen, I'm going to talk to you in a minute, but let me talk about this. She's asking a bunch of questions about hypnosis and past life regression and stuff. So, okay, but I'm going to go through my predictions and then I'll get to them. Okay. So, all right. So the earth will be washed clean of its filth and toxic plastics. It's coming. And this is what they're saying. I just repeat what I'm told. And you guys know this, that where it comes from, it's coming from the other side. It's coming from my guides. I know that I did not go on last night. I was exhausted. I had read all day, and I was at a store. One of my friends, I was a feature, and I said I would, go over there, and I read all day there. So when I got home last night, I didn't read. So I usually go online and let you guys ask me questions and blah, blah, blah. So I didn't do that. So I apologize. I was tired, but, so anyway, I didn't get a chance to answer all of your stuff is what I was trying to say. But where I'm getting this, my point being, I know I've got guides, and I know they're even appearing on camera. On Tuesday night of last week, one of my followers, and most of you guys are also psychic that follow me, and I know that. And it's like I'm the psychic because I'm just a little older, and I'm guiding the 30 somethings. And they said they could see somebody on my right side. And when you look at the camera, it's hazy on my right side. And she goes, the guy's got a J in his name. Now, you guys know that I've got a very good friend that just passed named Jim about a year ago. And it was very interesting. I also told you, remember I told you guys about this other new person that came through? He's been coming through regularly. His name's Tyree. So he's been coming through too. And so it's very interesting. I invite you to go back and look at my live. It's on my YouTube, it's on my TikTok, and it's on my Instagram. Mm-hmm. Just look on my right side and stare right there, right for a second. Okay. All right.
Jen asks, have you ever done a past life regression and the person has remembered a life in which they were not human?
You know, I keep a very open mind to that. A lot of times people are like, well, I was a bug in another lifetime. I'm at a point where I think there are phylums that we are human. We stay human. Now, could they have been, when they've gotten to that, they level up and then they're human? Could be. I know I have not. I have always gotten where they are human. I feel like animals are animals and people are people, and I keep my open mind. I really do, because I don't know for that. Yes, Ishika, it's a new moon. I keep an open mind, but I have never seen that where someone's not human. Yeah, very good question though. Okay.
Yep.
So, all right. So really fast before I do my predictions, I have Queen in here. I can help people understand their gifts. Yes. I do mentor. I try to keep, if you ever want, look at my prices. I try to keep very inexpensive on purpose, because you have to understand what I understand.
Yeah.
That this is energy and that I am a luxury. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't want to take away, because with the economy as bad as it is, I'm not going to keep you from having your groceries. That's, you know what I'm saying? And I do a lot for free too. So, and like, I'm going to be doing my questions for free. Okay.
What about like from another galaxy? Start with them. Not
yes.
so much an animal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Jen, from another galaxy. Yes. From another dimension. Yes. Very good question. She wants to know if we're not talking so much about animals and plants as another being from another place. Yes, I have. Okay. Yes, I have. Yes. I see, and I do believe there's other existences and there's other dimensions that we can visit. Earth is just one. Yes, I do believe that. You are correct. Yes. Okay. What does past life regression look like really fast? I put you under, you had to be very comfortable with me. Sometimes I call and talk to you for a few minutes if you know me, you trust me. And I know that, and I understand that. And you're not asleep. It's nothing magical. I'm not going to make you cluck like a chicken. It's, you are connecting this, and you're connecting this, and you're connecting this all together. You're reconnecting yourself. You become disconnected, because if you were connected, you don't need past life regression and you don't need hypnosis. Right. But I will say that after, you are never the same after you've had past life regression. It's true. And I've had it done. Well, have you started yet, Kent, realizing you know people? Yeah. Yep. After you've had oh my God, I know you. And you might even get visions of how you know them. Oh my God, I think you were my daughter. Oh my God, really? Yeah. And they know you. And if you look, and if you want really weird stuff, look in their eyes. Eyes are the window of the soul. They will know you too. You can tell they know you. Okay. So I just want you guys to remember that. Okay. So here we go. So the earth's going to be washed clean of its filth and toxic plastics, because soon, and they said soon, microorganisms will be eating plastics. Now I know that that is going on, but it's going to become commonplace. It's going to become commonplace as we start to clean up stuff. I know this sounds, I say there's hope for the earth, but at the same point, there's a lot of destruction still going to happen. I'm sorry. I don't like being a doom and gloom person, but we have done this to ourselves. And what is it all about? Dollar bill. It's all about, and you have to understand the age of Aquarius, money is no longer important. Remember I said their money is nothing? That is what's happening. And by the way, remember I said in August that there would be, I took my money out of the stock market. Remember that, Kent? And I did it maybe in June or July. Yep. What's going on in August right now? The stock market's all over the place. And as I look, and I was talking to my financier, I would have lost about a fourth of my money. And they told me to pull it out. And it's because I'm going to need it, because I might, you know what I'm saying? They're warning me. And I told you guys, I have a Taurus North node. So money, I understand the energy of it. And I knew to pull it out, because I still say there's more. And remember I told you there'd be more banks that failed? What happened 2 days ago? Another bank failed. And I said, that's not the end of it either. There's going to be more bank failures. There'll be quite a bit more. At least 6. 6 more bank failures. So please hold me to that. Okay. just to let you know. And I hate to say it, and I'm at a point where I belong to a very large bank myself, and I pulled my money. I am not in that bank anymore. They always say mid-sized banks are the banks that are failing. I don't say that. Okay. I go to, my bank is really small and I feel more comfortable with it. So I do go with that, but they're saying mid-size. I'm saying there's some big ones. There's a big one coming, a big bank failure. Like it's a big bank, like one of the bigger ones. All right. All right. So here we go. This is more environmental stuff. Okay. So massive efforts to get rid of petroleum. Now who are we going to be fighting? It's all about the dollar bill. I'm telling you, what could we achieve if there was no need for money? Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about greed, and greed is one of the 7 deadly sins, right? I just, it can't last in the age of Aquarius. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Like, you don't understand. It's going to be all bartered. And remember, I told you in September, but Jesus came to me and said, we will be bartering. That's all we're going to be doing is bartering. I grow corn and I have 5 bushels of corn. What do you have? Well, I've got, and it is literally going to happen. You know why? Because humans are getting smart and we're going around our governments and the wealthy. Remember I told you we're coming for the billionaires, people are coming for those billionaires. That's how they're going to do it. That's how it's going to happen. Okay. So I just want you to understand that they're going to go around money. And that's why the dollar bill, that's why the money's going to fail. That's why it's not going to keep going. Hi, Jan. All right. So Gen Z and generations below will make some type of filter to clean the air like an air conditioner. I don't know. I don't understand it. I just know what I saw. And to me, it seemed like that. But these big, instead of it all coming out, it's going in. Does that, you know what I'm saying? Because it would be coming out in pollution, but it's not going to, no, there's going to be filter. There are people working on this now and we might not know about it, but I've been told they're working on it now to perfect it. And you guys do know some of these, it was a Gen Z kid who decided that he's got these huge nets that he's cleaning up the plastic out of the ocean. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm telling you, this is going to become commonplace. And and by the way, what is plastic made out of? Petroleum. That's why I said the petroleum industry, they better be running for clean air or clean water variety of energy sources, because it's coming. Okay. All right. So now here's an interesting thing, and I don't understand this. It's kind of like when Nostradamus would describe a plane. He didn't understand what it was. Do you know what I'm saying? There is a spot in the Bible, have you ever read it, where it says, I saw this large bird, and it had wheels on its feet. I can show it to you. I think it's in Proverbs. Gee, what do you think they're talking about? A plane. They just didn't understand that's what it was. See what I'm saying? And I'll have to, it might even been the very first part of Revelations. I read it and I kind of chuckled because I'm like, does anybody realize that that's what they're predicting? You know? Anyway, I see that pollutants are cleaned up by something poured into the water that's environmentally sound. Like, I don't understand that, but it's clean, though. It's cleaning the oceans. It's cleaning clean water. And all it has to do is be added, and it corrects everything. I don't understand what it is. Okay, I'm going to tell you that. So you guys just keep watching and keep an eye on this. I have a lot of you guys are my followers. If you haven't, by the way, if you haven't joined on my Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, join me. Once I get to 100 followers, I'm having closed sessions. I got to figure out how to do the closed sessions, because sometimes I think what it'll be is I can close you off as private. And I believe that's what I do. So I will be figuring that out. Anyway, I just had said this. We're going around the government and the billionaires. We're going around them. We're wealthy in a way that it's just because you don't have a dollar bill doesn't mean you're not wealthy. We are very wealthy. We have resources. We have We have talents. We have, you know what I'm saying? We have brains, there's so much more than a dollar bill. And we're going to be figuring that out. It's become very important very here in the near future. Okay. Thank you for sharing on TikTok, because the numbers start to go where they should be. So thank you. Everybody, I'm getting, okay. Okay. There's going to be freeze-dried food instead of preservatives. And you just add water, and and it tastes the same. I don't understand. It's coming. It might even be doing it now. I don't know. But
Did you say trees?
Freeze
Freeze
dried. Freeze dried food, and you just add water. Like a tomato. It'll be freeze dried. I don't know what the process is. And you add water, and it becomes just a regular tomato, and it tastes like a regular tomato. That's coming. I don't know if they've already got that or not. I'm not sure what it is, but it's coming. All right. So that you guys understand. Okay. And there'll be no bacteria in it. So I don't know. That's what I get. So you guys know that I don't understand completely. So I want you guys to that's what I see. That's what they show me. Okay. Everybody's growing their own lettuce and microgreens. They'll be growing their own. They'll have they'll have a room, or they'll have a space in their kitchen, and it'll become part of your kitchen. And you're going to have a light, and underneath it is all your fresh lettuce and greens and microgreens, like sprouts and stuff. Everybody's got it. It's very common, and everybody's eating it. They're not getting poisoned. It's their own. It's coming out of fresh soil, and it's almost like built into their kitchen or something. All right. Which I think is cool, because I have my own greenhouse. So I've been told I should be growing my own microgreens. So, and I've been thinking about it. It's really not hard to do. You guys do know that, right? You just get a little light and some soil, and you spread them out and let them grow. It's pretty easy. So, but I think it's going to become commonplace. Okay. Oh, you know what, Rosalie, you're right. Thinking of that Pizza Hut thing back in the future too, where everything was freeze dried. I forgot that. You are right, and I think it is sort of like that. Everything's freeze dried. You add like a few drops of water, and it rehydrates. That's what I got. So okay, all right. Common food source will be seaweed and fish. It already is in some places, but it's got the worldwide, because beef phases out, and so does pork. They phase out. People are not eating them anymore. It's almost fashionable to not be eating them. And I know some people love beef. I can't, as I get older, I can't handle beef anymore.
Is it seaweed or sea moss? Sea moss right now is pretty healthy and full of a lot of nutrients.
Is it? Well, is it green and fluffy? Okay, it could be sea moss then. That's what. See, I think it's see. Thank you for correcting me. I don't know. It's fluffy and green. It's very green.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know that as a snack you can eat salted seaweed, like or seasoned seaweed, and you can get it out of a bag. But this becomes worldwide very common. Everybody's eating it because they realize that they're farming the ocean, and that
a lot of nutrients in it.
Yeah. All right. So, and there's another bird, and I've said this before, that there's another bird that becomes common. It's not chicken. It's another bird that they end up using a lot in raising. And like I said, like maybe it's ostrich, or I've said this before, you guys, there would be another kind of meat. Now, we had talked about that. Remember, Kent? There'd be a new type of meat, and they're trying to produce it. I don't know, they're trying to produce it in a scientific way. I don't know if that'll be what happens, but it's a bird. Okay. So maybe it's an emu, or I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So I just want to let you guys know. All right. I think it's about that time. I think we're over.
Yeah, we're a little bit over, but you were on a roll.
That is okay. Yeah, I was on a roll. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This should be the time where you can ask those questions. Let's be specific, though. Don't just throw out there, does my guide.
No, I can't see on here on Safari. So you have to post a question or ask it for me. Okay, Ken?
Yep.
I
We
can
can
see
do
on
that.
TikTok and I can see on Instagram. So if you
So,
guys do have questions, it's now the time to answer and ask. So go ahead.
yep.
So,
So if
okay.
you've got questions for the psychic, please go ahead and type them into the comments. We'll read them. If we don't get to them, you can set up a time, right?
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
I'm
uh,
booked. I think I'm booked almost this week. I'm booked a couple
there you
weeks
go.
out now, but check me out. And there is a special. Email me. It's buy
Yep.
one get one half off. It's only that last week and this week, and then I'm done with that for a while. So
There you
okay.
go.
All right.
Natasha says it was very nice talking to you on Monday. And also, did you get my email?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much, Natasha. I really, really appreciate it. You know,
That's
people
appreciated.
don't understand that even though I do this, it's nice to have confirmation when something happens the way I say, because even though, I'm still like a person too, and I kind of go on, kind of question myself almost sometimes too. It's very normal, but just to let you know, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Tracy, how are you? Says,
Hi, Tracy.
will my air travel plans end of August go smoothly?
You be careful. There might be it backed up somehow a little bit. I don't know why when I say that. I don't know if it's going to be rescheduled or it's going to be late, but there's something going on with that, Tracy. So just kind of keep an eye on that. Be watching the travel, be watching the flights coming in and out. I don't know why I want to say that, but that's what I am getting. Okay. All
Nice.
right.
Terry T says, Miss Lana, will things go well for me and the work in for the committee until October, or that I'm working in for that committee till October? I'm feeling pressure. It was hard for me to read.
Or the committee. I know I'm trying. I don't quite understand the question. Will things go well for me and the work in for the committee?
Yeah. So I think is what the committee and she working on going to go well? They're working on it through October.
Yes, it's gonna be, but you've got somebody that might be causing a little problem. It's a male, and you need to tell him to back off. Okay. Okay. Otherwise, you're gonna not be. Otherwise, you're gonna walk away, and you tell them that they'll back off. Then, okay.
They need you.
Right.
Tamara Ogden says, is my current project at work going to be successful?
It's gonna take longer than you thought. You're gonna have to put more work into it, but yeah, eventually. Okay. Let me take a couple people off of TikTok.
Sure.
Okay. What is going on with your ex-husband's health? I feel like he doesn't care anymore. I also feel like is this heart related? He just doesn't, when I'm going to tell you, if you guys want to know when somebody passes, how when they say they're tired, listen to their what they say, because that is their code word that I'm going to go, because I'm tired. And so I want you to pay attention to that. I don't want to say he's going to go, but I do want to say he doesn't care anymore about his health, sort of like he doesn't care that he's it's going bad. So when they get to that point, there's nothing anybody's going to do. Okay. So just to let you know. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Fantastic. Teresa Campbell says, will my union negotiate a good contract and raise soon? It's been almost a year without a contract and a raise.
Yes, Teresa. I think a 3% is coming. And I want to say it's next year or it's within 6 months, which I'm sorry it's taken so long, because that seems a long way yet, but maybe even to the next year. Somebody's playing games, and it's not just the company. There's somebody else involved playing games, by the way. Okay. All right.
Lana, will our financials get better? Hawk's Nest.
I know Hawk's Nest. I know. I talked to her. I think you guys are a little upset with me. I wasn't on Tuesday night because I got about 4 emails. Why weren't you live? I was exhausted. I had done reads all day. I was at a festival, and I was promoting my new hypnosis place that I'm working, and I was tired. Anyway, yes, keep at it. You're going to see, you're going to feel much better by March. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Let me take something off of Instagram.
Yeah.
If you haven't joined my Instagram, join my Instagram. I'm trying to grow it.
Always join.
All right. Will I be making more in my business compared to when I worked corporate by 24? Not quite, but you're getting close. By 25, you will be making more, as much or more. Keep at it. Okay. All right.
Awesome. Ashika Asawa says, do you see me and Ishan's connection having the potential to be a long-term solid relationship?
I don't know about that. It's I see it in and out, which tells me he might back out, or might go cold a little bit, and then you have to make the decision. Okay. I don't know why I want to say that, but I don't feel like he's gung ho into it. I'll be honest with you on that. Okay. So you just have to just wait and keep him talking, maybe. Now I want you to understand, this is how I view relationships, because I understand this. I can never be 100% on love and relationship. And why is that? Because you may choose to not bite the apple of a relationship, because you might decide that you want to, in the next life, deal with that karma. Because almost all relationships are karmic. You might decide, I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do it next lifetime. That is why when you call people about love and relationship, and that's everybody, that's just not me, you're only about 75 to 80% accurate. And that's the reason there's a free will. I think I'll address this next lifetime.
Ah, there you go.
All right.
Our good friend Lily says, hey, Lana, is Brent my person?
I want to say it's long term, at least 3 years. I'm looking about 2 to 3 years out. But he's got to deal with some of his own, I think it's childhood trauma or something. There's something he's got to deal with that's traumatic, that he's got to deal with, that could be affecting relationships. I don't know if it's trust. It could be. Feels like trust. But yes, he could be. And see, here we go again. He is a soulmate. You've known him before. It's you guys working this out, deciding to accept it.
This time.
Okay.
Yeah, nice this time around. Malaysia Jameson says, will my sister leave me alone? She had a lot to say about my daughter and me.
Nope. No, that's what she does. She's going to keep on you. If I were you, I'd distance myself for a while, because when she gets the message, you want nothing to do with it and you won't talk to her, she will stop, because she does love you. It's not the thing. She doesn't realize how overbearing she is. Okay, Malaysia. We've talked about that before, Malaysia, right? I believe so. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
There you go. Hey, Flo says, when will my daughter find a significant other?
I love Bewitched. That's
Me
my
too.
favorite show. My favorite show growing up. My favorite. Probably in about 1.5 years. Yeah. Don't push it. She shouldn't be. She should be concentrating on herself. I feel like she's getting her bearings about something. I don't know if it's her. She's got clearness of her career, but in about 1.5 years. Okay. All right.
Scorpion Goddess, just following up on one before. Lana, do you still see me getting pregnant this month or next?
I still want to say, Scorpion, it's before the end of the year. I feel like there's a baby born in 24, later in 24. So it could even be up until the end of the year. But boy, did I tell you that before? It's coming. Yes, somebody said on TikTok. Now, I want you to understand why TikTok. Okay. On TikTok, I cannot get you onto my Radio Garden, which Radio Garden has all of the major social media. TikTok is not cooperating, so you're separately on a camera. And so if you want to go and see what I am seeing, you go to my YouTube, which is Lana's Enchanted Sky. Yep. You can go to my Facebook. I think, are we off Facebook? We are on Twitch.
Yeah.
Now
we're on Twitch.
Yeah,
Twitch, Twitter. Twitch. Yeah.
And then Twitter. Are we on Twitter?
Yeah, on my Twitter, yeah.
On your Twitter. Okay. And then 216thenet.com. Yes, you can see everything that I'm seeing. So, and I'm sorry that that's the way it is, but TikTok doesn't want to cooperate. So
that's right.
Thank you. Right. Okay. All right.
All right. Awesome. Melinda says, do you see anything related to my job or investment? Am I a psychic? Also, thank you so much for your work.
Melinda, everybody's a psychic of some sort. Everybody has intuitive ability about themselves, about other people. It's honing it and using it. It's like I said, some people are a medium, some people are not. Some people are clairvoyant, some people are not. Some people are transcendent, some are not. Some are more than one, some are many, some are few, some are just one, but very good. It all depends, but everybody's got ability. Everybody. Mm-hmm. It's just honing it and realizing what your gifts are. Some of you guys don't realize how calming you are to other people and healing you are. That's your gift. Some of you have way with words. Like, and you're probably an air sign, but because air signs communicate, but you're so, you know what to say to people that heals. That's an intuitive gift, guys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm not as good. Like, I'm good on here, but I am not. I would say that when I get backed into a corner, sometimes I clam up, but it's because I don't have a lot of air. But and so, but I'm an emotional healer. Like, it's like I'm fixing your I'm helping you balance your chakras as I'm
Yeah.
talking to people. So when you call me for a reading, I'm doing that, and I know that that's always been my talent, and I use it. See what I'm saying? You just have to become aware of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I know there's a lot more questions. I'm going to have to
Yeah.
apologize. We're right back at the end of this. And, you know,
Yeah.
here, Flo, just here's another one. Lana, you told me that I might have high cholesterol in January. Just found out you were right.
You flow. You can control that.
That's it. So listen, if we didn't get to your question, jump out to Lana's Enchanted Sky or enchantedsky.com and book a reading. And you can go to coffee as well. Thank you, Tina, for putting that up there.
Thank
Very
you, Tina.
accurate. And listen, it'll be a lot clearer. It'll be crisper because you can focus just on your energy.
Yes.
So with that, trust me, if you haven't, try it. Right. But listen, for all of us here at 21.6 in it, thanks for getting caught in the net with us today on Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. And remember, like, share, follow, subscribe to Instagram, to hers, ours, Facebook, YouTube especially. And until we meet again, be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.